وبركاته. الحمد لله على كل حال. اللهم لك الحمد حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضى. اللهم لك الحمد ولك الشكر ولك الثناء الحسن. اللهم لك الحمد كله ولك الشكر كله وإليك يرجع الأمر كله علانيته وسره. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربي زدنا علما. اللهم فقهنا في الدين. اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا وعملا متقبلا ورزقا طيبا. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعوة لا يستجاب لها. آمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم ثبتنا عند الموت بلا إله إلا الله. آمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد النبي الأمي.
मैं जा रही हूँ।
I hope we all have great Eid celebration. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our good deeds and make them heavy on our scale on the day of judgment. And I'm also hoping that you all are back to your learning mode, because we have to learn a lot. Many unique things are ahead of us. We are almost half of the way in our dream book. And next 3 weeks, we are going to learn many unique concepts. So which require a lot of brain cells, lot of dedication and love of this book. So I'm hoping that you all are set for that. So make this learning your first priority and keep begging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he help you out in this journey. And one announcement about the class timing. We will keep switching time according to our Maghrib Salah over here, because some of my household, they need to go to masjid for their Isha Salah. So that's why I'm gonna keep moving a little bit time. So now from tomorrow onward, we are going to have our class time 8:45 to 10:15. So because Maghrib over here is almost 8:30, so that's why our class gonna be 8:45 to 10:15, inshallah. I hope this is convenient for everyone. Okay, so inshallah, let's begin our lesson number 17, which is about Jumla Ismiya versus Jumla Fi'liya. So, and you guys can see, alhamdulillah, that I have a new device over here. So inshallah, that will be going to more beneficial for our learning. So let's understand the concept of Jumla Ismiya versus Jumla Fi'liya with an example. So if I say Nasara al-Muslimu, so we all know that Nasara is past tense, and we know that inside is huwa. And now, what is al-Muslimu? This is our outside doer. Okay, now if I say Nasara al-Musli, mani. Again, we have fi'lun madin, fa'iluhu, huwa. And now al-muslimani, this is rafa in status. So that is perfect for our outside doer. Okay, and if I say nasara al-muslimuna, again, nasara is our fi'lun madin, fa'iluhu, huwa, and al-muslimuna is rafa in status, which makes it our outside doer because nasara has huwa a pronoun in it. And the translation would be the Muslim helped. And now over here, Nasara Muslimani, the two Muslims helped. And Nasara Muslimuna, the Muslims helped. So many Muslims helped. Okay, now if I switch the order and I say, I bring al-Muslimu first. So I say al-Muslimu, and then I say Nasara. Okay, now that was Nasara Muslimu, that was our Jumla. Okay. Okay, so now Nasara, we know this is our Jumla failure. We have Jumla failure over here. And when I say Nasara Muslimu, even though this huwa was inside over here, but this Muslimu, what does this Muslimu outside doer did? It canceled the job of this huwa. So the service is no longer required for this huwa. So we are saying the Muslim helped. But over here, now we do not have Jumla failure anymore. This is al-Muslimu, which is ism. So that means we have Jumla ismiya over here. So this is our Jumla ismiya. And now Jumla ismiya, this is our Mubtada. What else do we need in, we have Mubtada already. So in Jumla ismiya, we need Mubtada, we need Khabar, and we need MBK. So now Nasara, what do you think? It's not MBK. So, and Nasara is, we know that this is fail and file. Okay, so this is our fail plus file in it, which is huwa. So that means this is Jumla failure, and we know that happens. Sometimes Jumla failure can come as a khabar. So this whole Nasara is our khabar. And now how are we going to translate that? So we have the Muslim, Okay, now Nasara has inside pronoun. So we're gonna say he helped. So you guys can see we have the Muslim and then we have he. So that means this is over here, when we have Jumla Ismiya, the doer is kind of emphasized twice because we have over here al-Muslimu and then we have Nasara huwa inside over here. So that means doer is kind of emphasized twice over here. So that means that Jumla Ismiya is more emphatic in that way. And why does that happen? Inshallah, we're gonna look in next slides. Okay, now over here, look at another example. It says, Zahaba Muhammadun this should be Muhammadun ilal masjidi. Now, is that Jumla Ismiya or Failya? We have Zahaba. So this is our Jumla Failya because it's starting with a fail. So Zahaba and Muhammadun is our outside doer. Zahaba Muhammadun ilal masjidi. So we're gonna say that Muhammad went to the masjid. Now, in Jumla Ismiya, when I say Muhammadun Zahaba ilal masjidi, so what happened? Again, Muhammad is now our, this is starting our Jumla Ismiya because this is Ism and this is our Mubtada. And then we have the whole sentence, Zahaba ilal masjidi, as a khabar. And the translation again, Muhammad, and then I'm gonna say he went to the masjid. So now in Jumla Failya, this is the normal phrasing. Okay, so Zahaba ilal masjidi, this is normal phrasing. Only one doer we have, Muhammad went to the masjid. But when I say Muhammadun Zahaba ilal masjidi, this is abnormal phrasing. Doer is emphasized twice. We are saying Muhammad, he went to the masjid. Okay, now, why does that happen? What is the implication of that? Now, look at the example. It says, we say Nasara Muslimu. Translation is the Muslim helped. When I say Al-Muslimu Nasara, the translation is the Muslim, he helped. Or I can also translate it like, it is in fact the Muslim who helped. So now, why we are saying it is in fact the Muslim who helped? Because of the emphasis, because the doer is emphasized twice. And this is not a normal phrasing. When that happens, we should keep in our minds that there is some confusion. There is some conflict about the statement. Okay, so someone is kind of confused about who did the action. Okay, and someone is kind of making sure, kind of clearing out the doubt that act is being done by the Ism, and in this case by the Muslim. So it's like someone is saying that, okay, maybe some Christian guy did something or helped. And the other one is saying, no, that was Jewish. Someone is saying, no, that was Hindu. But in fact, the reality is that it is the Muslim. So the one who know better is saying that actually it is the Muslim who has helped. Okay, so this is kind of happening over here. So whenever we have Jumla Ismiya in that way, when doer is emphasized twice, so basically it is clearing out any doubt, clearing out any confusion, and clearing out the conflict. Why? Because the doer is being mentioned twice over here. Okay, so let's see some more examples. In this example over here, it says, قَالَ الْمُسْلِمُونَ شَيْئًا. The Muslims said something. So again, we know Qala is our Felun Madin, Failuhu, Huwa. Okay, and Al-Muslimuna is Rafa. Al-Muslimuna is Rafa in status. So that is our outside doer. Okay, so and Shay'an, since this is Jumla Failya, so we have fail, Al-Muslimuna is our file. What else do we need? We need Mafulun Bihi. So this Shay'an is our maf'ulun bihi. Why maf'ulun bihi? Because it is giving the answer of what does the Muslim said. So whenever we get the answer of what and who, then this is our maf'ulun bihi. Okay, so now if I switch the order and I make it jumla ismiya, I'm saying al-muslimuna qalu shay'an. So now what is happening over here? So al-muslimuna, the Muslims, and qalu, in fact, they said something. So again, there is confusion, there is some conflict, there is some some doubts over there. So it is being clear, no, they are Muslim, in fact, who said something. Okay, so you can do that. You can say, no, the Muslims, they said something. So that is the implication in that when we are using jumla ismiya, and we have doer emphasized twice. Now in second example, it says zahabat ila suki. So zahabat, we know this is our fi'lun madin, fa'iluhu huwa zahaba, zahabu, zahabat. So this is our hiya. So hiya, she went to the store or to the market. Now hiya zahabat ila suki. What happened again? So this is our jumla ismiya now. And we have, this is, hiya is our mubtada, and zahabat ila suki, the whole thing is our khabar, because this is jumla fi'liya coming as a khabar. And we are saying she, no doubt, she is the one who went to the store. Then we have akala Muhammadun wa Maryamu ta'ama. So it's saying that Muhammad and Maryam ate the food. Now, this is our jumla fi'liya because it's starting with akala, fi'lun madin, fa'iluhu huwa, Muhammadun wa Maryamu. Both are our outside doer over here in this case, because it is connected with, being connected with wow. And ta'ama is our maf'ulun bihi. What did they eat? They ate the food. So this is our maf'ulun bihi. Then we have, if we switch into jumla ismiya, now we have Muhammadun wa Maryamu akalat ta'ama. So now both are our mubtada in this case. And this akala, you guys can see this is la. This la is telling this is huma. Okay. So that means this is fi'lun madin, fa'iluhu huma, and at-ta'ama is again our, and in this case, so we have our, so akala ta'ama, the whole thing is our khabar. Okay, the whole thing is our khabar. And then akala, we're gonna say fi'lun madin, fa'iluhu huma, and at-ta'ama is our maf'ulun bihi because it is related to akala. Okay, so now let's see grammatical analysis over here. Qala is our fi'lun madin and fa'iluhu huwa. But when you see outside doer, then we don't say fa'iluhu huwa, because then our fa'iluhu, the huwa job is cancelled in this case. Whenever we have outside doer, huwa is done. No longer its jobs are required. So now our outside doer is, our file is al-muslimuna. And this shay'an is our maf'ulun bihi. And this is our jumla fi'liya. The Muslim said something. Now this is beautiful ayah from Quran Pak, and you guys can see how much emphasis is being placed over here. Okay, so inna is what? We know this is inna plus na, and together it gonna make our mubtada. Then we have, so we have mubtada, and then we have nahnu nazzalna alaykal Qur'ana tanzila. So this is our mubtada, and the whole thing, this is another sentence, and the whole, this is, since this is nahnu, so again, this is our jumla ismiya, so the whole jumla ismiya is coming as a khabar of this mubtada, of this inna. And then we can further break down that we know, okay, in this particular only khabar, now we are done this mubtada, we are just talking about this nahnu nazzalna. So now this khabar part, again in this khabar, we have nahnu as a mubtada. Then we have nazzalna, which is our fail and file. So that means this is our mubtada again in khabar part. And then nahnu nazzalna alaykal Qur'ana, the whole thing is our khabar. So let me say one more time. So inna is our mubtada. Nahnu nazzalna alaykal Qur'ana, the whole thing is jumla ismiya coming as a khabar for this inna. And when we are further breaking down our khabar, now in this khabar, within this khabar, we have nahnu, which is our mubtada, and then nazzalna is our jumla failure, the whole thing. Nazzalna alaykal Qur'ana, because nazzalna is related to alayka, because alayka is talking about nazzalna and Qur'ana tanzila, the whole thing. So this is our jumla failure, and this jumla failure is coming as a khabar of nahnu this time. Okay, so nazzalna, you're gonna say, okay, this is failun madin, failuhu nahnu, and what is alayka? Alayka is our jar majroor, and when we have jar majroor in our jumla failure, then it is what? It is always MB. Okay, so sorry, MBF. So alayka is our MBF. And then al-Qur'ana. What is al-Qur'ana? I hear Qur'ana. Okay, and since this is our jumla failure, so that means al-Qur'ana is our maf'ul. So this is maf'ul bihi, because we sent down upon you what? Quran. And then we have tanzila. If you guys notice, tanzila, we have different form, we have different kind of maf'uls. We have maf'ulun bihi, maf'ulun fihi. Maf'ulun bihi tells us about what and who. Maf'ulun fihi tells us when and where. Maf'ulun lahu tells us why action is happened. And then we have maf'ul mutlaq. Maf'ul hal is there, but I'm interested in maf'ul mutlaq right now. So maf'ul mutlaq is, in English you can call it absolute a noun, or absolute, absolute noun. And what happened in maf'ul mutlaq, how we can recognize it is that sometimes, not all of the time, but sometimes the maf'ul, which is over here tanzila, it will share the same root letter, which is noon, zal, and zai and lam, noon, zal, lam. So now this root letter should be sharing by in the verb form in the same sentence, which is I can see nazzalna. So nazzalna is sharing same root letter noon zailam in tanzila. So nazzalna and tanzila both are having same root letter, which is noon zai and lam, and that is a clue for us that this is our maf'ul mutlaq. And maf'ul mutlaq is mostly one word, and it is going to be nasab in status, obviously, because it is maf'ul. So I thought it is very amazing how much emphasis Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put over here. He's saying, inna, indeed we, nahnu, we, nazzalna, we sent down, alayka, upon you, al-Qur'ana, the Quran, tanzila, in a progressive way, like slowly, bit by bit. So the people around Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were kind of blaming him that he is kind of, na'uzubillah, fabricating the Quran. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, look how much emphasis he put in this ayah to make sure, like, refute their allegations and kind of remove all the doubts. And he's saying, indeed we, no doubt we are the one who send this Quran progressively. So you are not going to taste all that emphasis anywhere, not even in the translation, but only as a student of Arabic grammar, you can feel that emphasis. So this is the beauty of learning Arabic. Now some more examples over here. Al-Muslimuna qalu shay'an. So same example over here, we are kind of looking at the grammatical analysis over here. So al-Muslimuna is our mubtada, qalu is our fail and fa'il, fa'il is whom inside, and shay'an is our maf'ulun bihi, and this is jumla ismiya. And in the second example, anta fa'alta hadha. This is look like when Pharaoh was talking to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam when he accidentally killed someone, and he escaped from the Egypt, and he came back when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to go to Pharaoh and give him dawah. So this is what it happening. He was kind of reminding him that what he did. So over here, this is for question. Okay, and anta, so you are, fa'alta, so again we have ta over here, which is telling us this is anta, haza, this. So was it really you who did this? So now, did you do this? So you guys can see, you can feel all this emphasis over here. Why? Because we have anta and then fa'alta. So double the emphasis over here. So this is what it is going on over here. Then we have nahnu khalaqnahum. So nahnu, we know nahnu. This is our mubtada over here because this is jumla ismiya. And then khalaqna, again we have na over here. So, and this is our mubtada, and the whole thing khalaqnahum is our khabar over here. And then khalaqna is our fi'lun madin, fa'iluhu nahnu. And what is this whom attached pronoun doing over here? Remember that whenever we have attached pronoun with the fi'l, that is always our maf'ul. So this whom is our maf'ulun bihi. So this is jumla ismiya, and inside jumla ismiya we have our jumla fi'liya, and we have fail, file, and maf'ul in there. Then here another example, inna nazzalna alayka al-Qur'ana Okay. So inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Inna, again, we know this is our mubtada. And this is not only, always remember when you see alif with it, you always remember that na is in there. It's not only inna, but nahnu is inside, okay? So inna plus na, so this is our mubtada, okay? And then anzalnahu, so anzalna, first of all, this is our, I see skoon and nun alif na. So that tells me this is my felun madin, failuhu, nahnu. So, and then we have who is attached pronoun over here, which is our mafulun bihi. I told you guys, whenever, keep that in your head, whenever we have attached pronoun attached to a fail, it is always, always, always mafulun bihi. And when we have attached pronoun attached to an ism, it is always our idafa fragment. So these two things, and that should be top of your head. Okay, so inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Indeed we. So we have we over here, and then again we have we over here. Fi laylatil qadr. We have sent it, and this it is obviously referring to Quran Pak. Fi laylatil qadr, in the Laylatul Qadr. So again, this is our Jumla Ismiya, and then inside Jumla Ismiya, we have our Jumla Failiya. So we have our fail file, mafulun bihi, and then fi laylatil qadr. What do you think about fi laylatil qadr? It's telling us time, right? In the laylatul qadr. So this is our mafulun fihi. So inna is our mubtada, anzalna is our fail plus file, and this na is our this who is our mafulun bihi, and fi laylatil qadr is our mafulun fihi, because it is giving us when you get the answer of when and where, then it is our mafulun fihi. Okay, another beautiful example. We already see so many examples that we start with mubtada. So we have inna as our mubtada, and then jumla failiya comes as a khabar. So fatahna laka fatha mubina is again, the whole sentence is our khabar. And now this khabar we need to further dissect our khabar. So fatahna, we know failun madin, failuhu nahnu. Then what is laka over here? Since this is jumla failure, this laka is our MBF. And then fathan mubinan. So if you guys remember, I said that fatahna, fataha, and then fathan. So they are kind of sharing the root letters. So this fathan is giving out that this is our maful mutlaq. Okay, so this is maful mutlaq. And mubinan, fathan mubinan. So they are also mawsuf sifa. Okay, so this is how you're going. So this is fatahna is our fail plus file. Okay, laka is our MBF. Fathan is our maful mutlaq. And mubinan, fathan mubinan, they are our mawsuf and sifa fragment. Okay, so actually they are together. You're gonna say, since they are mawsuf sifa, so together fathan mubinan is our maful. Okay, now a few example where we can see how we can convert jumla failure into jumla ismiya, and we can produce some emphasis over here. So Nasara al-Muslimuna, the Muslims helped. Okay, so Nasara is our Failun Madin, Failuhu huwa. And since I have al-Muslimuna, which is Rafa in status, so this job, this huwa's job is cancelled. So now I'm gonna say the Muslims helped. Now, if I wanna make a jumla ismiya, I say al-Muslimuna nasaru. So you guys should be noticing that I have al-Muslimuna, which is plural. So now I cannot say nasara. I need to bring the pronoun that is matching to al-Muslimuna. So that's why I need to bring nasaru. Al-Muslimuna nasaru. Okay. Now, katabat an-nisa'u. Basically, and katabat, we know, huwa kataba, huma kataba, hum katabu, hiya katabat. So this is katabat. Katabat an-nisa'u. So meaning, and the ladies, they wrote. But just for fluency, you guys should know, I cannot say katabat an-nisa'u, rather I should be saying katabatin nisa'u. I need to have kasra over here. Okay, so this is for the fluency. So, and you're gonna see that happening in Quran Pak. So you should should be strong enough that know that, okay, this is for the fluency. Basically it is katabat, but for the fluency, you need to give it a kasra, and kasra is going to join, because we have sukun over here, and then we have sukun on this lam. And in Arabic grammar, two sukuns never come together. This is the law. We cannot have two sukuns together. So that's why we need to have kasra over here. So basically it is katabatin nisa'u, mean the ladies wrote. Now, if I wanna turn into jumla ismiya, so I should be saying an-nisa'u. Okay, and now what should be I saying? An-nisa'u is plural, so I should be bringing some plural. So katabna. An-nisa'u katabna. Now, hadara talibani. Hadarat talibani. Now you guys can see we have shadda over here. Hadarat talibani, because ta is harfu shams. So that is happen when something is, when we have al. So we cannot say hadara al talibani. No, hadarat talibani. This is how it works. So now hadara, we know this is failun madin, failuhu huwa, and we have talibani. Talibani mean two students. So two students are present. Two students were present. Now, when I'm converting it into ismiya, I should be saying at-talibani. And what should I do with the verb? Hada. I need to make dual. So hada ra. So I need to bring this alif. This alif is huma. Okay. And this one is hiding. Okay. Istamta'at ummani. So two mothers, and istamta'at mean entertaining or seeking for entertainment or asking for entertainment. This is from Mata'ul Hayati Dunya. So two mothers asking for or seeking for entertainment or fun. So now ummani. So istam istamta'atan, two mothers. So istamta'a, you need to just add alif with it, right? Istamta'a, so you're gonna just add alif, that's it. Al-ummani istamta'ata, right? Okay, next one is bada ad-darsu. Dars has started. So now ad-darsu, bada, this is same. No difference because ad-darsu, this is like singular, and bada is also singular huwa. So bada ad-darsu. Okay, now one more thing. This is inshallah our last concept of the day, and then we are going to do some practice. So one thing about Kala, you will see Kala in Quran Pak a lot, and Kala, that is considered a weak verb. Why? Because the middle root letter is weak over here. This alif in between, that is considered weak root letter. Inshallah, when we are going to talk about verbs, we are going to talk more about it. So for now, you're gonna just understand that whenever you have qala, and qala, the whole 14 pronouns. For example, when I say qala, this is huma, qalu, then hiya qalat, huma qalata, and then hunna would be kulna, then kulta, kultuma, kultum, kulti, kultuma, kultunna, and kultu and kulna. So all these 14 pronouns, whenever we have qala, and after qala, when you see a sentence, so that is a kind of said statement of someone. So for example, over here we say, waqala Allahu. So qala is our Felun Madin, Failuhu, Huwa, and then I see Allahu. Okay, the word Allahu is our outside doer over here. So that means this is our fail and file. And then next I see Inni, indeed I, ma'akum, with you. So now we have fail file over here. And after the fail file, we have some said statement over here. It's saying, indeed I am ma'akum, with you. So this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking. That's certainly I am with all of you. So this inni ma'akum, since this is a said statement, so this is called maqulul qawl. It's written over here, meaning the said statement, because this is the said statement of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And after qala, or all these 14 pronouns, whenever we have a sentence, this sentence would be our maqulul qawl. We're gonna label it as a maqulul qawl. And maqulul qawl, as I said, that means said statement. The label for maqulul qawl would always be maf'ulun bihi, because he said, or Allah said. What did Allah said? Inni ma'akum, indeed I am with you. So this is the answer of what did someone said. So we know that since this is jumla failure, we know qala is fail. So that means whenever we have a sentence after qala, or any 14 pronouns of related to qala, then that is going to consider as maqulul qawl, the said statement. And this said statement, the label of this said statement is going to be maf'ulun bihi, because it is giving us the answer of what did someone said. So I hope it is clear. Now in the second example, you can say qalu, they said. So they said what? Na'am, yes. So now this na'am, we're gonna label it as maqulul qawl. Okay, and this is our maf'ulun bihi. Okay, so this is what it is. Now we have some question word over here. Since you are going to see them a lot in Quran Pak, so it is time to introduce these question words. So what are these question words? Man mean who, maza what, mata when, aina where, limaza why, kaifa how, hal or a. So these both, when we are asking question, we can either use hal or we can use a. Okay, just alif with like hamza on it. This is harfu istifham, we say. Then we have ayu, which. So now let's see some of them. Man darasa, what will be the translation? Who studied? Hal or a, darasat Zainabu, did Zainab studied? Mata darasat Zainabu, when did Zainab study? Aina darasat Zainabu, where did Zainab study? So aina mean where, mata mean, aina mean where, mata mean when, hal is for question, and man is again question, and who we are going to translate that. Then we have limaza, why, you can say that. Limaza darasat Zainabu, why did Zainab study? Kaifa darasat Zainabu, how did Zainab study? So kaifa is always asking how. Maza or ma darasta Zainabu, so both way we can put this question. What did Zainab study? So maza or just ma. Fi ayyi madrasatin darasat Zainabu, which school did Zainab study? So this ayyu, ayyi, because of fi it is ayyi, or it could be ayyu or ayya. So it is fully flexible. Okay, so and these are some question words. Okay, one thing, yeah, these are just to bear some example. One thing I just want to mention over here is that in the case of ma, the harfu jar merge with the ma and alif is omitted and replaced with fatha. So what is that it's saying over here? Okay, look at this example. Min aina huwa. So over here, before aina, min is coming. Min is harfu jar. Okay, so that happens. Sometimes harfu jar gonna come before these question words. Now over here, this an, amma, basically this is an plus ma. And do we remember this an? Ba, ta, kaf, lam, waw, min, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila, right? So this an is about. So this is basically amma, but what happened that whenever we have jar majroor, even in this example over here, we have fi, right? And this is basically fi ma. So whenever this ma is going to attach with any of harfu jar, this is what it happened. Okay, so this alif is dropped, and instead of this alif, just this meme is taking fatha. Okay, so amma became anma, became amma. You sometimes I saw written like that, but basically over here it is saying over here amma. Okay, so this is amma and this is fima. So this is what it happened. So when you see fima written like that, so you should not be confused that, okay, is that like fi with ma? Basically, this is how it's gonna happen. whenever harfu jar get attached to the ma, the question. Then lima azinta lahum. So again, this is li harfu jar, we know. Okay, so basically this is lam, and then we have ma with it. Basically it should be like that, but it is happening like that, lima. Okay, so this is just a written style, we can say. Okay, now let's see how much time we have. We have enough time. So what I want to see, I want to do all these practice together. So maybe we can raise our hands, or I just want to make sure that, okay, our recording is intact, because we know that people are watching, many people are relying on the recording. So I do not want a lot of disturbance in the recording. So make sure that if you are quiet, like sitting in a quiet place, then you are going to open up your mic and you can participate with us. So let's see who is ready. Ali, mics are muted, mera bacha. Hello? Mics are muted.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, so let's do together. So now the first one is Ar-Rahmanu Allama al-Qur'ana. So what do you think? Is that Jumla Ismiya or Jumla?
Jumla Ismiya. It's Ismiya.
It is Jumla Ismiya because we have Ar-Rahman is our Ism, okay? So
Yeah.
now Ar-Rahman is our what? If we have Jumla Ismiya, this is our Mubtada.
It's Marfu, Mubtada, and Allama is Allama al-Quran is Khabar. The whole thing is Khabar, but Allama here is a fail with Huwa, right?
Very good.
So there is this is an emphatic sentence because we have both like Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, and Allama, he taught, right?
Very good.
And then Al-Qur'ana, this is Khabar. So what he taught, it
is Al-Qur'ana, not Qur'anu. Khabar is supposed to be Rafa, right?
Al-Quran.
This is not Rafa.
So it's Mansoob. It's a Maful, sorry. It's a Maful.
Yeah, because this is talking about Allama, right?
Lama,
so now we have Jumla, we have Ar-Rahman. This is our Jumla Ismiya. But then Allama al-Qur'ana, the whole thing is our Khabar is Jumla Failiya.
The failure, yeah.
Okay, so now Al-Qur'ana cannot be our Khabar. Why not? Because now we are talking about Jumla Failiya now. Yeah. So in Jumla Failiya, Allama we have fail fire, and then Al-Qur'ana is our maful. Very good job, Alhamdulillah. And how are we going to translate that?
And it's a maful bihi, right?
Yeah, Al-Qur'ana is mafulun bihi, yeah.
So translation, Ar-Rahmanu, the most merciful, Allama, he taught, Allama al-Qur'ana, the Quran.
I want to hear some emphasis. Can you put some emphasis?
The most merciful, no doubt, he taught the Quran.
Exactly.
Certainly, he taught the Quran, right?
Yeah, exactly. Certainly, he is the one who taught the Quran. Okay. No doubt, he is the one who taught the Quran. So we need to bring some emphasis over here because now as an Arabic student, we know that there is some emphasis. Okay. So we're not gonna translate like the translation anyone does, right? Okay, now next one.
Okay, excuse me.
Yes.
May I do the second one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What's your
So so in the beginning there's inni, which is a harf of nasab fragment, which indicates the mubtada.
name?
And after that is wahana, and it seems to be that hana is a verb. So since there is no relation between inni and hana, therefore there is an is between them. Thus hana begins the khabar. And since hana is a verb, the khabar is a jumla failya. So
Very
and hana
good.
the fail. And then there's azmu. Since azmu is rough, then it is since it's rafad, it's the fa'il. And minni, and so since minni is a harf of jar fragments to the mbk, so
Not
and
MBK, not MBK.
mbf I mean.
MBF, yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
So and since there is
Alhamdulillah.
no since there is indeed since it's the jumla ismiya, then it would be, so then there would be some emphasis, and I'd suppose the emphasis is already carried by the indeed.
Yeah.
So based on the translation,
there is no doer is like emphasized twice over here. So this is not the emphasis like we have in the previous sentence, right? Because inni mean indeed I. So this is jumla ismiya, and then wahana does not have I in it, right? So that means this is not like emphasis like the previous sentence. So this is like basically a regular sentence.
So
okay. So inni is our mubtada, and then oh my goodness, what I keep doing it. Okay, sorry. So inni is our mubtada, and then wahanal azmu minni, the whole thing is our khabar. Okay, and then wahana, you're gonna say fi'lun madin, fa'iluhu huwa. Actually not fa'iluhu huwa, fa'iluhu is al azmu, as you said before, and minni is our MBF. Yeah, okay, perfectly done. Alhamdulillah, very good job.
Jazakallah khair.
Keep it up. Okay, now next one. And one more thing I want to highlight over here. Look, we have how we are translating that. We are saying, indeed, my bones have weakened. We are not translating min over here, right?
Wait, indeed, oh yes. So
Right.
I suppose that since it's inni, so it's indeed since indeed me, so and wahan al azmu minni, so the bones, so the weaken the bones of mine.
Yeah,
so
this is English problem, right? So for smoothly English translation, this is how it should be. Indeed, my bones have weakened. But I'm just highlighting over here that sometimes what happens, this wahana is kind of married with the verb min. Preposition min. Okay. So sometimes some verbs are married with some preposition. They are going to be with them, but it's not necessary that we have to translate them every time. Okay, so that's why minni over here we are not translating, because it is not making sense over here in translation. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make over here, that when you guys are going to translate any ayah of the Quran Pak, you should not be not like literally translating each and everything, because sometimes you are not going to translate the preposition because it is not going to make sense. In Arabic, it has to be there, but in English, you don't have to translate it. So this is what is happening over with minni over here. Okay, next, who wanna try next one?
Yeah, I can go.
Go ahead.
Wa inni, wa is harf of ataf, and inni is inna plus. This is harf of nasab, indeed and indeed. Khiftu, Khiftu is fi'lun madi, fa'iluhu ana. Al-mawali, this has to be maf'ul.
Very good. Mawaliya, very good. So this is our mafulun bihi.
Yeah, and min warabi, min is harf of jar and warabi is majroor. So min warabi is my mutalik bil fi'l.
And this is wara'i.
Wara,
Wara mean wara, you know that like
Far.
very far away. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, wara'i. So after me,
After.
we're gonna translate.
Yeah.
So
And
again, over here, even in this ayah, you guys can see, indeed, I khiftu, I am fearful, or I fear, mawaliya, my success, mawaliya successor, min warai, after me. So again, we are not translating min over here. It's not from my successor, right? So sometimes again, not every time we are supposed to translate a preposition. They are supposed to be in grammar wise, they are supposed to be there because they are married with some verb, with some certain verb, they have to be there, but don't worry too much about translating them. So in this case, again, we are not translating min over here. So the translation is, so inni again, this is our mubtada, and then khiftul mawaliya min warai, the whole thing is what?
my jumla failure.
Jumla failure coming as a khabar. Then we have khiftu is failun madin failuhu ana, and mawaliya is our mafulun bihi, and min warai, min again harfu jar, and what is warai?
Majroor. And
yeah, isam majroor, and what is warai?
warai is my mutalik bil fi'l. Min warai is mutalik bil fi'l.
Yeah, wara mean far away, so it is telling us place to, right?
Oh, okay, it is maful fihi.
Yeah, it could be our maful fihi too. Okay. Yeah, because it is telling us the place or time. Okay, so
and I thought mafuls are all should be in the nasab status. Is that not always correct?
No, if they are part of jar majroor, then they don't have to be, right? And sometimes even maful can be the whole sentence. Okay, so that gonna happen. So it's not, if it is one word, yes, you can see that this is nasab in status, but not every time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next, who gonna try next one?
I will try that.
Go ahead.
Wahabna lahu ishaqa wa yaquba. Wahabna is a verb, so this is jumla failure, and the verb is nahnu.
File is nahnu.
Yes, file is nahnu. Lahu is MF. Ishaqa wa yaquba is maful.
Very good.
Sincerely.
And how they are connected? Are they connected with each other?
Yes, by her fiat wa.
Yeah, exactly. By wa they are connected. So both are our mafulun bihi.
Bihi, yeah.
Okay, very well done. Alhamdulillah. Okay, next, who wanna try next one?
I can try.
Go ahead.
Waqalu, wow is harfiyataf. Qalu is fail madin. Fa'iluhu hum. And attakhadha. Attakhadha is
Ittakhadha ar-Rahmanu.
Ittakhadha. This is also fail.
Yeah, this is also fail.
Fa'iluhu huwa. Ar-Rahmanu is outside door because it's rafa. And waladan is maf'ul.
Very good.
And
And what
it's
happens when
answering.
we have qala, qalu, or all that stuff? What do we call that thing? The whole sentence is what? Maqulul call. Okay, so you see qala over here. Now the whole thing is called maqulul call, meaning the said statement. Because they said what? Ittakhazar Rahmanu, that Rahman Nauzubillah has taken a child. So this is Maqulul call. And what should be the label of Maqulul call? Mafulun bihi. Mafulun bihi. Okay, so this is how it's
Waladan is mafulun bihi.
the
So you're
whole
saying
thing.
the whole. Okay.
The whole thing. The whole sentence.
Jaldi.
The
Okay.
whole thing is.
Excuse me, there is too much noise. Can you tell people to mute themselves?
Exactly, please. We need to be respectful. If you are noisy, I told you guys already, then do not unmute your mic, please. Okay, so Kalu is our Failun Madin, Failuhu, whom. And then whenever we have Qala or any related, all 14 pronouns, then whatever sentence comes after that, you are going to label it Maqulul Qawl, meaning said statement. Because this is the statement said by someone. And since it is someone said something, the whole thing is going to be labeled as mafulun bihi. Because they said what? They said ittakhazar rahmanu walada. So this is the whole thing is our mafulun bihi. And then we can further break it down. We can say this ittakhaza is our fail file, and ar-rahmanu is our ar-rahmanu is our file, ittakhaza is our fail, and walada is our mafulun bihi. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. Is everyone clear on that? This is a new thing, Maqulul Qawl. Okay, inshallah, we are going to keep repeating it. But you guys need to kind of get used to it. So whenever you will see in Quran Pak Qala Alar, so whenever you see that, just make sure that, okay, oh, the next statement is Maqulul Qawl and this is Mafulun Bihi. Is everyone clear on that concept?
Yes.
Okay, next one. Who gonna try next?
May I do it?
Go ahead.
Okay. So inna arsalna nuhan ila qawmihi. So inna, as it is harf of nasab fragment, it is the mubtada, and since it had no relation to what happens next, that is the khabar. And arsalna and arsalna is a verb, and since it begins with a verb, it's jumla failya. So arsalna is the fail, the fail, and nuhan. So arsalna after nuhan is nasab, so and does not appear to be any outside doer in this. So the doer is an inside doer, and which is indicated by the na at the end of arsalna, since we sent. And nuhan is the maf'ul bihi, since it's the maf'ul bihi since it is nasab and it is the thing that is done to. And ila qawmihi is the MBF since it's a harf of jar fragment. So
since this is MBF is jumla failure.
Yeah.
Okay, perfectly done. Alhamdulillah, I'm very proud of you. You are doing an amazing job. Keep that up. Okay,
jazakallahu khair.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, who wanna try next one?
I'll try, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Try that, please.
So inni lakum nazirum mubin. So it's jumla ismiya. Inni is mubtada. Lakum is khabar. Nazirum mubinum is
lakum is not khabar. Lakum is what?
Lakum is MBK.
Yes, MBK. And Nazirun Mubinun
is Mausuf and Sifat.
And Khabar.
And it's a Khabar.
Perfect. Alhamdulillah. Perfectly done. Okay, who wanna try next one?
I can try.
Go ahead.
جعلوا أصابعهم في أذانهم. So it's a jumla failure. Fail with whom, right? So أصابعهم. أصابعهم is إضافة
Is a
fragment.
sabiya yes, it is idafa fragment.
Yeah.
So,
في أذانهم is a jar majroor. And again idafa after.
Okay, so how are we gonna label it? So Ja'alu is our fail and file.
Fail and file, yeah.
It's not letting me write. Okay, so this is our. Okay, I'm not able to write because. Can we move that? This thing. This is in the way better. Okay. Doesn't. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Jailu is our fail and file, right?
Fail
And yeah. So what is asabi'ahum then? This is
Maf-
idafa, yes. But what else? Maful. So this is our maful. Mafulun bihi. So they put in their they put their finger. Okay, so they put what? Their finger. So this is our mafulun bihi. And fi azanihim is our jar majroor. So that MBF because this is jumla failure. Okay, perfectly done. Now, okay. Now we are on number 9. Yes. Who wanna try that? Anyone?
I can try again if you want.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Summa. So it's I forgot what it was like.
Summa is harfu ataf. It's like fa, wow, summa, and even or au. Okay, they are all ataf.
Summa is like after a long time or something, right?
Yeah, fa is immediate.
Immediately.
Okay, and summa is after long bit, but we don't know how long.
Yeah.
So, but it is certain period in between. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Ma inni dawatuhum jiharan. Jihar. So inni, so it's isme jumla ismiya.
Very good. So this inni is our what?
Inni is our mubtada.
Very good.
And it means indeed or right?
Indeed I, because this is inna plus.
Yeah.
Inna
plus
ni
pronoun. Yeah.
Okay. Basically it should be innani.
Innani, yeah.
Okay, but this is inni. So both way we can write. We can write innani or inni. So this is what it is. Okay, so this is our mubtada. What is da'utuhum?
Da'watu means it's
so we have mubtada. What do we need after mubtada?
A fail.
No.
Khabar.
We need khabar. So the whole thing is our khabar over here.
But it itself is a jumla failure.
Yes, jumla failure coming as a khabar.
Yeah, as a khabar.
Okay, so jumla failure coming as a khabar, and then you can say da'utu is failun madin failuhu.
Failuhu. Yeah.
Failuhu what?
Ni.
No.
Da'watu.
Da'utu.
Ana.
Very good. So this is ana. Okay, failuhu ana.
Ana. Yeah. And whom
is attached pronoun.
Attached
so
pronoun.
I invited them. So this whom is what? Mafulun.
Mafulun bihi.
Bihi. Very good. And what is Jiharan doing here?
Jiharan is mutaliq.
Maful mutlaq. Very good. How do you know this is maful mutlaq?
because how it was done, like
Very good.
publicly.
Basically, even we don't see jahartu over here, right? We are supposed to have the similar, root letter same. So we should have jahartu over here. Okay, jahartu jahran. Basically, it should be. But sometimes what happen, the fail is mahzoof. It is hidden. Okay, so but you guessed it right. This is our maf'ul mutlaq because it is saying that how publicly. Okay, good job. Alhamdulillah, perfect. Who wanna try next one?
I wanna try.
Go ahead.
Summa harf inni innani mubtada alamtu is file two means ana that is a khabar ana alantu lahum
Alantu lahum, yeah.
alantu lahum is a khabar.
The whole thing is our khabar. Okay,
khabar.
so this jumla, this is jumla failure. This jumla failure is coming as a khabar, and this is our mubtada. Okay, and then we can further break down this khabar. We can say this is failun madin, fa'iluhu nahnu, and what is lahum?
Lahum is jar majrur fragment. La and hum is the MBF. Like
very good. Not MBK, right? MBF. Why? Because this is talking about, this is jumla failure we are talking about over here. Okay, so this is MBF. Okay, very good. Alhamdulillah.
Then
I have a question here.
Huh?
It is saying inni alantu, that indeed I announced. So it is kind of like
yeah, and we have emphasis over here. Very good. Yeah, we do have emphasis over here because you can see I twice over here. Even over even in here.
Inni, inna plus na.
Okay, so indeed I, then da'awtu, I invited them. Okay, so the emphasis in both sentences over here. Alhamdulillah, very good job. Okay, next one.
Next one is wa is harf ataf, and asrartu, so that means it's jumla failure.
Very good.
And file is nahnu.
Very good. No, not nahnu.
No, ana.
Ana. Ana, yes, it's singular. Yes, ana. So, so it's jumla failure, and it's failu madin with ana.
Failun madin, failuhu ana.
Failuhu ana, and then lahum israra is.
That is lahum.
Lahum is jar majroor.
Yeah, and
MBF.
Very good, MBF. And what is Israran doing here?
It's the same as Jihara, like mutlaq.
Very good, very good. Perfectly. I'm very proud of you guys. You guys are getting it to really good. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Next.
I can do.
Go ahead.
Wallahu ja'ala lakumul arda bisatan.
Bisatan, yeah.
Bisatan. So why is the harf ataf? Allahu is the mubtada here, and
very
this
good.
whole thing is like jumla ismiya because it starts with ism. And ja'ala lakumul arda bisatan is khabar for jumla ismiya, but it itself is a jumla failure.
Very good, very good.
And ja'ala is the fail, and file is here who, right?
Huwa.
Huwa, yeah. And lakum is the harf jar, so it is MBF here.
Very good.
And al arda is ja'ala lakumul arda. So arda is maf'ul bihi.
Very good.
And bisatan is maf'ulul mutaliq.
Bisatan is again maf'ulun bihi. Why? Because you know ja'ala, some words they need two maf'uls. So ja'ala is one of them. Okay. So that's why wal arda is maf'ulun bihi and bisatan is also maf'ulun bihi. Okay,
So
both are
it's
maf'ul.
she describing the action here, right? Like for maf'ul mutaliq, we call it.
Yeah, I was confused on that too, and then I checked, and it says maf'ulun bihi, and then I realized yes, jala. This is the word that needs two maf'uls. So one maf'ul is al arda, and the second is bisatan. Even bisatan, you know, there are many different ways to do it. Maybe some scholars said that yes, it is maf'ul mutlaq or even maf'ul hal, because in what way? In a very expand way, right? So these maf'ul mutlaq, maf'ul hal, they are kind of tricky, and different scholars look at them a different way. So that's why there is no certain way to kind of find them out.
And this whole Jumla Ismiya is emphatic because it has Mubtada and also an hidden Mubtada, right?
Very good, very good. Yeah, we have duar, the Allah is mentioned twice. So huwa and then Allah. Yeah, very good. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
And a translation would be, and Allah, He, who, and Allah.
He is, He is the one who made for you the earth very in expansion, or very vast, or very expand. Okay, next one.
فقالوا hum said this is a jumla ismiya.
So fa is our ataf. Okay.
Yeah. قالوا hum.
Very good. Qalu, you can say felun madin, fa'iluhu hum. Very good.
Inna samina Qur'anan ajaba is maf'ul qawl.
Maqulul qawl, not maf'ul, maqul. Maqulul qawl. What does maqulul qawl mean?
It is maf'ul
set statement.
What it said.
Yeah, set statement, and its label is, you are right, its label is maf'ulun bihi.
Inna.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So maf'ul bihi, and then you can further break down this our maf'ulul qawl. So this is our mubtada.
Mubtada. Sami is a file. Sami ana is a file, and na is nahnus.
So do you see that it's like the sentence I in the beginning did, inna nahnu nazzalna alayka al-Qur'ana tanzila. This sentence is same like that. So we have inna, this is our mubtada, and the for faqalu, so the whole thing is our maf'ulun bihi first. This is maf'ulul qawl, and then within in it we have mubtada, and then this mubtada's khabar is the whole thing. Samina Qur'anan ajaba. So this is the khabar of inna.
Inna.
And
Yes.
then we can further break down this khabar. We can say this is failun madin, fa'iluhu nahnu, and then Qur'anan ajaba is mawsuf sifa, right?
Yes.
And what this mawsuf sifa doing here?
Mawsuf sifa jaban.
We have jumla failure over here. What do we need in jumla failure? We have fail, file already in Samina. What else do we need?
Maful.
Yes, we need maful. So this bihi, Qur'anan ajaban is our mafulun bihi. MashaAllah, very well done. What's your name?
Salma.
Salma, very good job. How old are you, Salma?
33.
Oh, okay, MashaAllah. You sounds very young, so that's why I was asking. Good job, Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
Okay, now who wanna try next one?
I can do it again.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, فقال
Hmm.
again حرف عطف. It needs then. قال the whole thing is a jumla فعلية because it starts with the fail, right? فقال is فعل
So you
ماضي.
can say, yes, this is our jumla. We have jumla failure over here, but what is next?
But it is a sad statement, so it is
Yeah.
maqulul qal, right?
Yeah, very good. Yes.
Maqulul qal, and it whole thing will be maful bihi, right?
Very good. Yes, the whole sentence is mafulun bihi, and now you can further break down. Okay,
Yeah.
so ana is what?
That jumla ismiya inside
So
this
this is our mubtada.
mubtada, and rabbukumul ala is khabar.
Okay, are they related? Rabbukumul ala related to each other?
Yeah, the mudaf ilayh.
Rabbukum, yes. What is ala? How ala is related to?
Ala is not related.
No, it is.
It's
It
whole
is
idafah
related.
movement actually. Rabbukumul ala.
What is ala?
Mudaf ilayhi.
Yeah,
Mudaf.
Rabbukum is mudaf ilayhi, but what is ala over here?
Ala is the mudaf ilayhi of rabbukum.
No.
Sifa of Rabbu.
Sifa, yes. Who said that? Very good. So basically what is happening, because in the translation you can say, you can see over here, I am your most exalted Lord. So this ala mean most exalted.
Okay.
Okay. So basically this ala is related to Rabbu. In what way? Because this Rabbu is describing al-ala. Sorry, al-ala is describing Rabbu.
Some superlative kind of thing, right? Ala is
Yeah, it is superlative. And you guys can see Rabbu is al-ala has al over here, right? Rabbu doesn't have it. So how are you gonna justify that all four properties are matching over there?
Because mudaf ilayhi, so kum is
Exactly.
already
Yes.
So it
Perfect.
translates upper type to the Rabbu. So Rabbu is
Exactly.
also proper.
Perfect. Now you got it. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so this is how they are related to each other. Okay, so again, this is our ana is our mubtada.
Okay.
And then Rabbukumul ala, the whole thing, since they are all related. So this is mudaf ilayhi and mawsuf sifa fragment. And they are our khabar for ana. Okay. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so now we have some homeworks over here. Just 5 sentences we have over here. So you're gonna try label them. Then we have, and I have already made some rough key over here. So I just put them down, but you're not gonna look until you guys are done doing it, okay? So once you are done, then you can look at the key over here. So this is another just 6 sentences. Again, you're gonna just look at them. Translation is already there. You just have to label them. Okay, so I wanna see your labeling in this case. And again, I have done roughly over here. So you guys can take help only when you're struggling. And then we have some more over here again. And these are, I think, from Surat Kahf. So just few ayat, 7 of them, and very small and easy sentences. So you guys are going to try to label them. That's all we have. Okay, that was the whole summary we did about Jumla Ismiya and Jumla Feiliya. So you guys can just read along and see if it is making sense to you guys.
Rahat, what we need to do, we just need to label it. It says do
Yeah.
these ayats. So
yeah, just label them. Yeah, your translation is already there. So you guys just have to label them. That's all.
Which surah it is?
Surat Kahf.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna. Wassalamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.